we go then, guys. This is going to be a very important month for Solihull Moors in the Championship as we vie to get promotion once more and head for the Premier League. Imagine that we're going to have to get some signings over the line. So I'll roll my sleeves up come the end of the window and let's see if we can get any decent deals done. But first up, let's head out to the first game of this episode, and it's Solihull Moors versus Gillingham in the FA Cup. And we go one down here. Rosa getting himself on the score sheet whilst Elmer also picks up an injury. A missed penalty by Medine is followed up. I reckon that is on the rebound by Evans in the 29th minute. Now 1-1. Into the second half we go. And not too much action to call, but then Hanlon gets on the score sheet for Gillingham, and that is followed up by Rossi getting himself a goal, and that brings us level with Gillingham, and that late goal from Rossi rewards us with a replay. So let's head out to the next game of the episode. This one is QPR versus Solihull Moors. So Samuel coming down this right hand channel, switches back, but then weirdly decides to come straight at Doohoo once more. Gets the ball in. Campbell though there to get that clear, and Marshall will come away with this at pace. Looks inside and finds Peterson. Sends it out wide for Alic. Fredrickson's gone. Bursting run. Gets his way into the box here. Checks it back for Alic. Takes a shot, but it was straight into the gloves of Kelly. Oh, space opening up. Fredrickson takes the shot. But Kelly, again, getting his gloves to it. Alic comes again. Off to McDonald. Fires it into Nystrom, who goes round the corner for Peterson. And surely there we have it. The first goal of this game. Solihull getting off the mark. And it's the two Swedes combining. Lovely little layoff from Nystrom round the corner to find Peterson, and he slams the ball home for Solihull Moors' first goal of the game. QPR lodged in their own half so far, unable to spring an attack. They are getting away down this left-hand channel. Strikers isolated in the middle though, and Patterson's able to just knock that clear to McDonald. Into Nystrom. Back across to Peterson again, drives into the box and nearly puts himself on the score sheet again. Chair intercepted there by Marshall. Switches the play out to Fredrickson. Doohoo can't quite get there. He upends his man en route back into position. Alic trying to prevent the ball coming in, but it does get there. Campbell knocks it away. Ooh, QPR looking a little bit more threatening here at the moment. Fredrickson battling back to try and get possession. It's been rather outrun by... Oh no, and Ataya's got in to get QPR back on level terms here. Suddenly the tide has turned and QPR have turned up. Ataya coming off the bench to rescue a point at this stage for QPR. And suddenly Solihull Moors need to turn it up to 11 again. Oh, Ataya is a totally different prospect here for QPR. Completely revolutionised the way they're playing. As Fredrickson now comes forward with the ball. QPR were trying to play the offside trap then. See them just step out. Taylor sees the overlap from Doohoo. Comes in to the byline. Looks back to find Taylor again. Taylor gets a second bite at the cherry. And the man who usually wears the captain armband has brought Solihull Moors back into this game. Great finish by Taylor. Speedo coming down the line. Marshall chasing back. He's got there with a header. Oh. Ataya again. And that was almost the last kick of this game. A 2-2 draw against QPR to get things going here. Right, here we go then. FA Cup replay against Gillingham. They're playing in a 4-1-2-1-2 formation. They've got a midfielder at right back. Let's see how we get on in this one. Giving Rivero a chance as he's just come back on loan out wide right. Also got Thomas Shelby in there. Rivero has actually bagged himself a goal, and that's followed up quite quickly by Dooku, the left back, obviously getting forward to stab home a goal for himself. Into the second half, Patterson getting on the score sheet now to make it 3-0, and we're romping to victory here against Gillingham with Dooku getting it forward again for a second goal. Evans now getting himself on the score sheet, and this is an absolute mauling from Solihull. We did put out a pretty strong team, if I'm honest, but 5-0. Absolutely great result. And next up, it is Portsmouth at Villa Park. They turn up and play in a 4-2-3-1 formation. They've lost their last 3 games, and to be honest, they're having a pretty poor run of it. They are down at the bottom of the table. That's why we're simulating this game. Let's see if Solihull can get a victory here at home at Villa Park. Not much going on in the opening phases of the game, and it's Williams for Portsmouth who actually put them ahead before Fredrickson came through to grab one for Solihull Moors, and Peterson on the score sheet just ahead of half time too, makes it 2-1. Solihull looking like they may manage to get this one over the line. It's a second for Peterson just before the end of the game there to make it 3-1. And a great result for Solihull Moors as they chase down a playoff slot. Here we go then. Solihull Moors make their way to Bristol City, who find themselves a little bit short on stamina at the back. Not much I can do about that either because of the players that they've got in their reserves. Let's see how they hold up against Solihull Moors. He looks wide here, playing in a 5-3-2 formation are Bristol City. Always difficult to break down when teams sit deep in that way, but hopefully they will try to come through the pack. As De Silva here gets in behind, and Tanner forces a save out of Kelly early doors. Playing so deep here, Bristol at the moment, it's difficult to break them down, but Alic manages to get in behind, shuffles it across, but straight into the arms of Bentley. Nice 1-2, good exchange between the Bristol City men there, and they get De Silva free down the left hand side. He gets the ball across. It's not the best of balls, but they're still in possession at the end of the day. Trying to unlock. Solihull gets the shot away there, the striker, but it's an easy pick out for Kelly. Well intercepted by Medine. Patterson round the corner for Morris. Bursts into the box. Stumbles. Defender goes to the ground, but Morris carries on regardless and gets the shot away that drifts wide of the post. Well done by Alic to chase back and win that ball, but he's given it away to Vigna. He gets the ball in at the near post, Taverner. Tanner even hits the post, and that is a big let-off there for Solihull Moors. And hopefully they'll use this as an advantage to break away, try and break down the opposition that have sat in pretty deep so far in this game. Morris into Smith, who's dropped into that little pocket. Morris again. Goes round the corner to find Peterson. Delivers it to the back post. Morris waiting, but Masengo does well to get that away for the corner. Morel off to Walsh. Lovely ball. Morel continued his run. Finds himself in the box here, and that was good tracking by Morris to break that play down. As Peterson now comes away with it, and that was a terrible piece of play. He's going to go for that. Last man, and Dwan Patterson is going to be sent off. A reckless challenge on the edge of the box. He knew he'd been beaten. and decides to take the player out rather than seeing if Kelly can rescue the team. Tall order now for Solihull to get something here against Bristol City with only 10 men. O'Connor coming to help on the post. And he clears it off the line. Well done there, lads. O'Connor looks down the line for Medine, who's sprinting forward. He'll deliver it into the box. Smith tries to get there, can't find it. That's a foul, surely. No, referee's giving nothing. Peterson, drives into the box. Little dink ball into Alic, and he can't get his head on it. And it looks like he's gone down injured too. Nice turn by Smith, drives his way into the box, looks across for his teammate at the back post, and that is a great piece of defending there by Viner. Oh, and Tanner with a good volley there that Kelly prevents from going in. Hurdles the challenge, puts it into Morris, over to Peterson. He's the one last attempt here, Morris. Towards Peterson, but that is hacked away by Bristol, and the referee calls for the full-time whistle. It's a 0-0 here on the road for Solihull Moors. They had to dig in deep as they'd lost a man, been sent off. Dwan Patterson lost his head as one of the Bristol City players went through on goal, hacked him down, and that left Solihull Moors trying to pick up the pieces throughout that game. But a 0-0 is not a bad result. Here we go then, just a couple of pieces of business to let you know about players that will be leaving for National League clubs, players that we've bought through the Youth Academy and aren't going to make the cut. So we've got Isaac Hughes here, has agreed personal terms with Sutton in a deal worth £200,000, and Charles Martin will head for Maidenhead in a deal worth £165,000. Right, here we go then, last 32 of the Emirates FA Cup, and it is Spurs at their home ground. And Ali gets them off to a good start after just 6 minutes. We've got a pretty decent lineup out against Spurs in this game, but to be honest, we know that it is going to be difficult to overturn a team of their quality. Son picking up another goal before the half-time break. Not much action there to speak of apart from the substitutions, and finally a goal for Ndombele just before the curtain came down on this one. It's a 3-0 loss in the FA Cup, but when you're facing off against one of the Premier League clubs, you have to accept that it would need to be a giant killing to go through to the next round. And another deal done here as Owen Bell heads to the National League and will play for Fylde in a deal worth £155,000. Riley McLean is heading to Boreham Wood, the Ploys trade in the National League in a deal worth £210,000. Right, time to change it up a little bit here against Wigan Athletic, who are struggling a little bit in terms of form, but I'm not really getting the best out of a 4-3-3 formation at the moment, so just changing things up a little bit. Let's try a 4-3-1-2. I know we're getting really good results, but for some reason it just doesn't feel like we're playing the best type of football we could be. Let's give this a go and see how we get on at home at Villa Park against Wigan Athletic. Slaventovic delivers it in, and luckily Nicholson had tracked his runner, because that was a decent piece of play by Wigan to break away. Evans back to Walker, gets the shot away, but it's a weak effort that finds its way through to Thomas. Well done by Dare O'Connor there. Slaventovic is able to get the ball off of McDonnell. McDonnell coming back to make the challenge, but he does. Ooh, nice effort there. Well done by Max Allen. Fredrickson turns that round the corner to find Smith. Sends it down the line for Nystrom. And he's continued his run. He's in behind. Smith is absolutely clobbered by Haney. He's surely going off for that challenge. Don't tell me he's not even going to book. He's not. Is he not going to even book him? Come on, ref. See, a yellow card. I think you got away with one there, son. Oh, well done there by Evans to pick out his teammate, and Walker smashes one from distance. Gelhardt manages to... Well, they don't mind taking a pot shot from distance, do they? Great play by McDonald, and Peterson sends it round the corner for Fredriksson. Go on again. Oh, and Peterson can't get it out of his feet, but Weir does bring him down in a very dangerous position. Let's hope that Nystrom can get this one on target. Yes. Banger. Get in, son. He does love a free kick. Bjorn Nystrom looks up to the heavens and says, "Thank you very much. That was a stunner." Donald into the feet of Nystrom. He's got round his man. He's squared it across. And Shelby, from a very acute angle, gets the second goal of this game. Unselfish from Nystrom. And Shelby picks himself up another great finish. That is such an acute angle there for him to get that goal. Absolutely blinding. Nice little attempt over the top there. Calmly does it though by the Solihull defence. Oh, and Ziegler gives it away unnecessarily. He does make up for it with that header. Max Allen to Shelby. Oh, he's lost possession in a crucial area there. Sometimes he holds onto the ball a little bit too long. Haney delivers it to the back post. Dare O'Connor gets it away. And that will surely be that, as Solihull Moors pick up yet another 3 points here against stern opposition. Tried a few different formations there as we rattled through that game. But we were victorious in the end with two great finishes.
Just a moment of your time.
So here we go then, with 31 games played. We currently lie in 6th position, which is good enough to see us in the playoffs at this stage. We are only 2 points ahead of Derby County though, and West Bromwich Albion are way ahead on 79 points. They're smashing this division and worthy of going up to the Premier League by the looks of this. Norwich also in 2nd place, ahead of Fulham by 3 points. Rafferty obviously helping out at his new team. Whilst down the bottom of the pack, Portsmouth and Wigan, who we have played in this episode, both struggling for form at this stage. 24 points for Wigan puts them just 3 points off the drop zone, and that's some big teams down there really struggling for form. Swansea, Blackburn, Portsmouth, you know, those kind of teams should realistically be doing much better, I would have thought, but nonetheless we push on. And if you have enjoyed this episode, don't forget to hit the like button and also subscribe to the channel for more FIFA 20 content. But for now, I'm out of here.
Thank you so much for your time.